What is an office siren, you ask? Roman Roy, if he was allowed to be himself. Odysseus, after hearing the girls but his men don't untie him. Corporate America, if it served. Our future in 20 years when Gen Z is in charge. And unfortunately, an insane fashion trend perpetuated by people who don't work in offices. Let's break it down. To dress like an office siren, you must wear a tight-ass button-down, the most uncomfortable shirt you will wear in your life. You can't lift your arms above here without letting everyone in the office know whether you're an innie or an outie. However, the office probably already knows because a lot of these people in this trend wearing these button-down shirts are wearing cropped ones or like shorter ones in combination with a mini skirt or low-rise pants. What's next? We're gonna start wearing skinny jeans again. Just kidding. I still have my skinny jeans, guys. I'm not gonna get a whole new wardrobe just because it's not in trend anymore. Sue me. Okay, then you have to wear the glasses that you wore in middle school, except for you have to make them hot, okay? You have to be giving Riley from National Treasure. You have to be giving Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. You have to be giving Crocker from Fairly Odd Parents. Basically, office siren is just Crocker, but you're showing more skin. Have I made this weird? I believe so. Sorry. Lastly, your hair has to be down, but it has to be clean, or it has to be up, but messy. Okay, the duality of womanhood. As you can see, guys, I don't dress as an office siren. Also, why is everyone standing like that during this trend? It's giving like a robot. And while I'm complaining, why is this the sound for the trend? This is barely siren-like, I feel. It doesn't like lure me in. If anything, I want to sail farther away. Okay, let's get to the office. Let's get to the office. Let's get to the obvious. I know I'm being a hater and I hate being a hater. However, I do work in an office, so this is my birthright, or at least my right since signing my offer letter or something, I guess. You cannot wear these outfits in the office for two main reasons. The big one being that it is not considered appropriate. We live in a society, in case you guys didn't know that one. And this society says no shoulders out in high school and no coochie out in the workplace. I live in constant fear that somebody from my office will hear me say that line, but not enough to cut it out. I would like to put out the defense that I am, in fact, the biggest hater of dress codes. I need teachers to leave students alone and let them wear what they want to school for the most part. The exact length of someone's skirt at school is not gonna kill anyone, and also it's a way of putting a lot of blame on girls. I've not heard of a man getting dress coded, but like I said, we live in a society, and for some reason we've decided that men get to cosplay as Adam Sandler every day, and women have to look like the mom from The Incredibles, but dress code them, I guess. This is to say, I would rather die than report someone to HR for their outfit, but someone is gonna do it. And in most offices, HR is going to have to say something because a lot of these offices have a code where you're not allowed to wear a very short skirt or have your midriff out like a lot of these suggested outfits have. So of course the answer is to start your life as a wife and mother and just get a husband who can kick the ball really far. That's all we ever wanted in life. It's just so silly that influencers think like these are outfits you can wear to the office because this is who's posting these, right? Is influencers, and most of these influencers work from home. It gives the same kind of energy as when like an influencer goes and works at a fast food restaurant for the day and they're like, guys, this is really hard. And it's just like, yeah, like you're so out of touch with the workforce. Now, I want to say, I don't think this trend is like completely the influencer's fault. Just mostly. Like I said, I work in an office, but it is a research space. So for the most part, I can dress pretty casually. Like I probably wear a button down like once a month now, like if even. Button ups, button downs. What is the term? So that's to say that my like ideal office outfit is like a nice top and then some like jeans or slacks. But it is so weirdly hard to find these things. That's why I'm saying I don't think it's completely influencers' fault, because I think it is like much harder to find something that isn't cropped these days. Like whenever I look online, which I don't shop that frequently, but whenever I look online just to see if I can like find a new top, everything is cropped, which it's just so maddening because then I can't wear it to work. Like I can maybe wear like high-waisted jeans and something cropped, but like you can't do that every day. And also the proportions don't necessarily like always work, which is also maybe a reason why more people thrift, which I know like people aren't happy about how many people are thrifting, but it maybe is a reason why more people thrift because cropped things weren't so in style like in the past. Sometimes. I'm not talking about every like trend ever. I'm just saying sometimes. Okay, the second reason that the office siren trend doesn't work is because offices are really cold. Guys, like this topic radicalized me. I'm not even kidding. I took an infrastructure class last semester and we talked about how offices are often colder because men generate more body heat, so they typically like run warmer. So men are usually more comfortable in offices and women are often colder. And guys, I felt like I was in a movie when I heard this because it felt like a plot twist, like a big lie had just been revealed, because I had just spent a year in my office wearing 2 sweatshirts every day and literally warming my hands on the surface of my laptop. So I think it would be hard to have a sliver of my tummy out because I need as much as me covered as possible to generate as much heat as I can in the office. I also just want to point out that micro trends like this perpetuate consumerism. For each short-lived trend, you gotta go buy more clothes, and then a new trend comes out and you gotta buy more clothes. Okay, and so that's just like perpetuating fast fashion, and often a lot of these clothing aren't made sustainably or not necessarily ethically all the time. So it's like, you know, not the best. And also it's like impossible to keep up, and it's also kind of like boring to just like wear trendy clothes all the time. I really do love that people are able to find community online and find other people like them and talk about things that they all like. Like, I'm so grateful to the internet for that, but also like when you are just able to see what everyone is wearing and doing all the time, it does like take away from your individualism if you just are doing what everyone else is doing. You should wear whatever you want as long as HR does not get mad at you, because being you is the most fulfilling and interesting thing you can be. Lastly, I just want to say I don't want to come off like I'm being really critical of women, because that's who's doing this trend, right? Like, women are kind of required to like pop off at all times, otherwise they're considered plain. Hence every single like makeover transformation in every like 90s and 2000s rom-com like ever. I'm watching The Sopranos right now, and the way these men do not deserve these women, this is all to say, I think that women should wear what they want. You know, not that long ago, a lot of these codes like didn't allow Black people to wear natural hairstyles. So like, you don't need me to tell you that these codes can be wrong and discriminatory. I do really think that Gen Z is a really disruptive generation that are questioning why things are the way they are. But this might also just be me being more serious about the office siren trend than it requires. So basically, you should start a YouTube channel. You can wear whatever you want on a YouTube channel. Well, almost anything. Okay, that is all from me today. This was a short one. I hope that's okay. If you want to know when I'll post again, subscribe and I'll show up in your sub box. Also, if you have anything that you want me to talk about, definitely leave it down below because I'm open to suggestions. I'm also very curious to hear what you guys wear to work. I dress pretty casually, I must admit. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Ciao, Bella. Ciao, Bella. Ciao, Bella.